Hi guys, so this week Photoshop did a brand new release and it's all over TikTok. They did the new generative fill, which is basically AI for Photoshop, which is insane. I've seen some clips, but I've not tried it out myself first. So you're gonna have the pleasure today of watching me react to this brand new feature. So let's go. So I've opened up Photoshop in the beta or beta version. I'm not really sure how you say it. Here I'm going to say beta, but straight away it already tells me there's the generative fill, which has lots of new capabilities, enables you to add, extend, or remove content from your images, which looks insane. So I'm gonna ignore, do I want to do the try now? Let's do the try now, let's see what happens. So it says here there are lots of features, you can do lots of things, there's tips and tricks, but also you can get rid of objects. So select an area in your image and describe what you'd like to add or replace through a text prompt. Generate background, so select the background behind your subject, then generate a new scene from a text prompt. Extend images, make the crop bigger, and remove objects. So I'm probably, as a wedding photographer, probably going to be using the removing objects a lot of emergency exit signs, a lot of people in the background that shouldn't be there. Coordinators, please get out of the way, and registrars, please get out of the way of the first kiss. Hands down, it's so annoying. Maybe extending the backdrop as well. That might be a really cool feature for me. Maybe if I couldn't quite get the crop I wanted, that would be a cool feature. Generating backgrounds, I probably won't be doing that because wedding days represent the wedding day. So if I just put a random background in there that, you know, wouldn't really go, yeah, not gonna do that. Generate objects, that's interesting. Describe what you'd like to add or replace. So maybe, I don't know, maybe I want to add some sunglasses on the bride. I don't know, I'm not going to do any of that, but this seems super cool to use. So what I'm going to do is I actually have downloaded some images from the internet before I did my own images, just so I can have a play around with it, see what it looks like. But this is kind of like all the images I've got, and I just wanted to see what kind of features it has. So let's start off with maybe an easy one. I'm gonna, let's see, I'm gonna put them all in, if it'll let me. Come on, there we go. Oh, I don't want to do it twice, it'll freak out. Fine, cool. So I'm gonna go through these and I'm going to edit them. So let's see, this is a cute one. This is just a couple on some rocks. Let's see what happens. Let's select the subject. Let's invert it so we're doing the background only, and then generative fill. So describe what you'd like to generate, or feel free to leave this blank. Let's put them in space. I'm just gonna see what it looks like. This isn't something I wouldn't do, but I just want to see what it will do and if it's really realistic or not. Like, are they going to be floating in space as a couple? Like, what's it going to look like? Okay, that looks awful. That looks really bad. We've got a bit of the AI faces going on, that type of thing. So I think maybe changing the background. Oh, there's some other options here as well. Again, what's happened to her face? This is where AI like really messes up faces. And then finally this one as well. This one's not too bad, but again, the faces have just completely messed up. Okay, so let's just undo all of that. Okay, cool. What I'm probably gonna do in this image is maybe we could extend it so it's more of a landscape picture rather than a portrait. So I'm gonna adjust the crop, and if you want to keep the dimensions, obviously you can click the shift button, but for this instance I'm literally just going to extend it. Okay, cool. Where's this one? So I'm going to select this area, and if you hold down shift it should select this one as well, and generative fill, and apparently if you leave it blank it will just know what to do. So let's see what happens if we can make it bigger. Oh my god, if it can make it bigger it has to do a horizon and some extra rocks maybe. The couple are untouched, so AI is not going to mess up their faces in this, but let's see. It's loading. What? Why am I getting emotional? What? That's insane. That is literally insane. It's added rocks in. The horizon goes a little bit funky over here. It obviously didn't know what to do there, but it knows that they're standing on rocks, and it's added some rocks to the background. Oh my god, I've got hair in my face. But yeah, it knows that there's other options. Let's see which one's better. Oh, that looks stunning. It's just added a beach. That's insane. And then third option. Oh my god, that's even better. The horizon line is fine. I mean, I suppose the downside to this is the couple will know what the background looked like. So if you deliver an image like this, they're gonna be like, where is this cliff come from? I don't remember standing on that, but that is literally insane. I can't tell you which my favorite is. I think it might be the last one, mainly because the horizon sign's a bit funky there. The lighting there's gone a bit odd. That one's okay, but I feel like the shoreline is really far out, and then you can kind of tell it's like funky. So I'm gonna go with the last one, and I just think that's incredible. Like, that's what we had before, and that's what it's got after. That's incredible. Okay, I'm not gonna play more with this. I'm gonna go to the next image now. So I feel like I'm gonna do a similar thing. I'm gonna make it bigger, but I'm actually going to make it taller as well. Maybe, let's see how the AI deals with the rocks, maybe. So I'm gonna use the crop. I'm gonna move you over there. I'm gonna use the crop feature just to add, we're gonna add some rocks at the bottom. I'm gonna put them really central, which is questionable. I'm gonna put that there. And then I'm going to select the gray areas, well, the white areas, sorry. Again, I'm holding down shift so you can multiple select things. Okay, and then I'm just gonna click generative fill and just let it do its thing. I'll speed it up so you're not waiting too long. I'm gonna be so impressed. I know I'm gonna be so impressed. Is it gonna know about the pebbles? It knows about the pebbles. I'm not as wowed as I was before. The veil's kind of doing its own thing over here, but it's added some rocks in, so it knows we're at a beach. Let's see the next one. That one's nicer, but again, what is going on with the veil? What is going on with the veil? I think Photoshop doesn't like veils. Let's try number 3. That's okay. You can't really tell what's going on with the veil. Like, you could get away with that. You could get away with that. And I mean, as an image, yeah, I think I prefer it how it was before, with the veil kind of taking all the picture, but it knows there's rocks and it has basically identified which rocks they are and put in more rocks. I mean, actually, if you zoom in, the rocks look like squashed. So maybe AI is struggling a bit with that. Let me try the next image. Again, when you zoom into the rocks, it's a little bit of a giveaway. Like, what's going on here? Yeah, it kind of looks more like an oil spill, which you don't want on a beach. And then this one wasn't my favorite, but I feel like it's kind of cheated the system with the rocks a little bit. So not my favorite. Maybe I'm going to do one more thing with this image. I'm going to keep it with the first one, even though the veil was off. And I'm going to select with the lasso tool. I'm going to maybe fix whatever that is there. So generate and see what Photoshop does. Okay, it did a good fix. It actually did a good fix. The rocks are okay. They aren't as fake. I'm going to change it. That's really off, so I'm not going to definitely choose that one. And what have they even put in there? What is that? What is that? Okay, let's just put some gems. So we're going to keep it with this one. So I think it's kind of fixed the rocks. It's still a bit funky here a little bit, but unless you're really looking for it, I think we're good. Let's think about one thing to make it more interesting. I'm going to do this, and maybe let's add, I don't know how this is going to look. I have no idea. Add fairy in the background. Generate. Let's see what happens. Okay. It's not awful. It does look a little bit fake though. Like, it does look fake. Maybe something I wouldn't do. Okay, last one, let's add, what should we add? Add, flying flock of birds. Let's make sure oh, I didn't spell background properly. Let's see what happens. Is it gonna understand that I did a typo, or is it gonna do something completely different? Oh no, it understood what I meant. That's really cool. Oh, that is actually really nice. Flock of birds. So I'd get rid of the ship and I'd maybe keep the flock of birds. I think I'm happy with that. I wouldn't deliver this my own. Like, again, the rocks are a little bit funky, but is it an improvement on the original? Nah, the original, I think, is still wins. Like, look how nice that is. Whoever took this image, amazing. Let's move on to the next one. So we have this lovely embrace, whatever's going on. I'm gonna see if I can make, let's try and extend it. So let's make it the crop bigger and see what AI does with the crop. So I'm really testing it right now. Let's see what happens. There's probably an easier way to select the white. So I'm just going to generative fill. Let's see what it does. Like, it has to make a wedding dress. It has to make his hands. So AI, as we know, we struggle with hands. It has to do some shoulder and it has to do the background. So let's see what it comes up with. Kinda. Like, at a glance, it's okay. But let's see what's going on. What is that claw? How do you even do that? What is it with AI and hands? Like, whoever, I mean, this bit's good. A little bit funky on the creases, but it knows his shirt is creased, so that's really fascinating. It's added the background in, it's added the Eiffel Tower or something. Maybe that's a sign, it will probably get away with that. The dress looks okay. Like, you could probably get away with the dress. It's just this. This has messed up the system. Let's see what the other option is. Okay, so it fixed the hands, but it did something weird with the dress and whatever's going on there. Yeah, I think I did kind of push it to its limits. I know AI struggles, and whatever the hell that is, what? You've got some weird stalker in the background. Maybe that looks like a bin. Like, as a photographer, I would probably Photoshop that bit out anyway. Yeah. Option 3. Option 3 is a no-go. Option 3 is some abstract art. Let's not use option 3. Did it do the button on her dress? No. That was just a malfunction on the day. So yeah, not great on this one. We're just gonna pretend that never happened. I'm gonna delete that entirely. What I could do maybe is, if you wanted to just make it a little bit bigger. So maybe if I just do just a little bit, his hands again, it doesn't like hands. So let's pretend, generative fill. Let's pretend that the crop's a lot smaller. You know what? That's all right. That's actually okay. It's completely redesigned her dress at the back, but it's added his shoulder in, it's removed his hand, smart thinking AI, and it's added a little bit more in the background. So it's actually done okay. It's okay. That one's messed up. Why are they in front of some sort of weird oil rig? I don't know, but I think the first one wins on that one. So if I just remove it, yeah, so it's just been like, fuck the hands. I'm gonna get rid of that. Maybe bleep that out. Okay, moving on. We have these girls. So what I thought would be interesting is to see if AI could remove someone, and let's say they fell out. There's always like a group of girls that have a bit of pettiness. I'm not saying these girls are, maybe they're not even friends, they're probably just models. But if I select a subject, and how do you remove stuff? I'm using the select option. No, is it this? No. No, layer is locked, perfect. Let me use the lasso tool. Quick selection tool. I am not a Photoshop pro. Okay, let me select this person. Let me see. Okay, I'm just gonna select that. Maybe zoom in and just do this a little bit there. No, maybe not, because she's gonna have no hip left. Right, let's just see if we can remove her. You can totally get away with that. You could totally get away with that. Oh my God. Obviously, apart from that little bit that I mentioned, let's see if I can just remove it slightly now. Let's see what happens. Oh my God. This would save so much time as a wedding photographer. You know, sometimes they're like, oh, can you remove so-and-so? They've broken up. And I'm not sure why it said that when it's removed it. But yeah, we have officially removed a girl from this picture. That's insane. So as a wedding photographer, that is incredible. Okay, we're gonna try one more. I'm gonna try a trickier one. I'm gonna try this girl maybe on the side, because what it will have to do is generate the rest of this girl's dress and maybe a hand or two. So let's see what happens. Let me select all of that. I'll speed it up so you don't have to wait for me to do this. What? Okay, I have just noticed that you can do a quick selection tool and it's given me the option to remove. I don't know what's going on now, but it's basically allowing me to select stuff. It's not allowing me to select the girl I wanted, which is annoying. Magic wand tool, maybe? Oh wait, because I'm on this, I'm on the wrong layer, that's why. Right, okay. Select subject. Can I just select one person? Quick selection tool. I'm gonna keep that. So I have no idea how to select just the one person. So I'm just gonna go through this and maybe hope for the best. So I'm just selecting it with the quick selection tool, and then if I go over, you can just press option on Mac and it should figure out what you're trying to remove. So it's random leg. Okay, it's basically got rid of all the legs there. So I want this leg. Keep this leg. Keep this leg. All right. I like their style, but I don't want them to have one leg. Right, I think I'm gonna remove this girl because I can't figure out how to do the selection tool. So for argument's sake, let's give it a go. So it's basically gonna have to add some background in. Oh, it would help if I clicked generate. It needs to add some background in. This is gonna be insane if it works. Okay, it's done an okay job. It's got rid of stuff. It's kept some of her clothing though, so that's one thing that I think we'd struggle with, but I don't know what I did last time. Can I magic wand? Like, I just want to select one person. There's probably a way to do that. Anyway, but let's see. So that's the original. We have removed two people and a little bit. So if you spent a bit longer on that, you could probably do it quite well. So I'm going to go to the next images. I've done all of these. Oh my God, that was incredible. Incredible. That was okay. And then moving on to the next one. Let's put people on the beach. I'm not sure if AI is going to understand what I just said, but we'll give it a go. Again, these are not my images. These are images I've taken down from Unsplash, but that's pretty good-ish. It's not exactly a beach. It looks more like a green screen effect, and that kind of looks like Castaway, like, you know, when the beach is like overgrown because people don't actually inhabit there. So I'm not too impressed with the background stuff. And I'm sure this has so much more potential to it. But I'm just gonna do one more maybe and then see how it goes. So we've done all of those. Okay, this one's gonna be interesting. What I'm gonna try and do is I'm gonna select the subject and I'm gonna try and fix the background. So it knows they're on a bridge. Can it fill in the gaps and remove all these people around them? Remove background people. Generate. This is the last one. If this fixes it, I'm gonna be so impressed. So impressed. But I'm gonna keep that. Right, let's just try one more time. And if it doesn't work, I'm just gonna have to scrap this last image. Okay. So one thing I didn't do was invert the couple. So it's basically selected the couple and messed up the system completely. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna undo that. That looks terrifying. Remember, you need to press invert. So basically everything is going to be fixed. Look at this guy though, he's smiling at them. I feel like that's such a good little image. He's like, oh, you guys, I was married once. No idea what just happened. Why is there so many of them and why do they look like that? Oh my God, I love it when AI, when it messes up, is my favorite thing. I'm probably doing it wrong. Let's just face it, I'm probably doing it wrong. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna deselect everything and maybe I'm going to use the quick selection tool and remove this dude or remove these people. Get that leg in there. Right, generative fill. Generate. No, wrong one. Generate. Is it gonna do it? Let's see. Okay, no. So it's probably quite a hard image to edit. You would still need someone professional to do this. So I'm not worried about some graphic designers. I was worried at first when I saw some examples on TikTok because the potential of this can get rid of some jobs in the future, but for now I think they're still safe. Maybe for small, quick jobs, they are not going to be needed anymore. But at the moment, I think we're good. Like, it's just, what are these people? Do you know what I mean? Like, we've still got potential. I'm just going to delete that because it's terrifying me. But yeah, I think for quick jobs, it's a lifesaver. As a wedding photographer, I am removing stuff all the time from images, whether it's an extra person that shouldn't be in the picture, whether it's a fire exit sign above their heads when it's a beautiful ceremony, or maybe like a registrar that gets in the way, or sometimes it's something so simple like I wanted to make the image bigger and make the crop bigger, which is something I might do quite a lot because I didn't get it on the day how I wanted it to, because you have to do things so quickly as a wedding photographer. You have to react quickly, and sometimes you're like, oh, if I just had 2 more minutes to think, I could have had a different image. So it does have so much potential. I feel like, yes, I'm going to be using this quite a lot, mainly to get rid of stuff in the background. Will I be using it to add backgrounds in, making them on the beach, making them do stuff? Probably not. I probably just will be removing little things here and there. So that's my reaction video to it. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it's entertaining enough. I might do some more reaction videos in the future. I can't wait to see where this takes us. I'm also terrified for people that have a job doing this type of thing, removing stuff. Maybe their prices should go a bit higher because they're in, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not going to make that decision for anyone. But essentially, this does look like it's the future. I don't know what wedding photography in the future is going to look like. Maybe you can just take a picture of the bride and groom and put them in every background and put them with every family member. You no longer have to do the group photos. That would be amazing. But this is the future and it's scary. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I release a brand new video every Friday. Hopefully I missed last week, but you can ignore that. If you are a wedding photographer or aspiring wedding photographer or just have interest in photography or me, please subscribe, add your comments below. I love reading every single one, and I'll see you guys again next week. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.